Alright, for our butterfly today, you're going to need a rainbow cake like this one of the color of your choice. This one's called Juicy Fruit, and I use it a lot. As you can tell, it's kind of running out right there in the middle. But we still have enough for today. You're also going to need a sponge like this one, cut into quarters, so that you have this nice triangle wedge there. And to start off with, you're going to spritz your cake and your sponge to load it up with paint. You're going to just dab it along there. Make sure you swipe evenly so that those colors don't get muddled together. If you go up and down like that, it'll be a big mess. So just go right across, fully load your sponge. Alright, we're going to do the full face butterfly today, which is going to be both sides. You can also do a version of this where you just do one half, and that's really cute too. So to start with, you're going to take your full sponge like that and take the light corner, the lightest color, and that's going to go right in the corner of the eye right here. And you're going to just dab it lightly. And you're going to squish out some of that paint as you roll it up over the top. Come back at an angle like this because you're creating a triangle right here over the top of the eye. So you're just going to squeeze that paint out on the top. And remember, when you load up your sponge, you always want it to be, it's better to be too dry than too wet, but you'll get the hang of the consistency the more that you practice. Alright, so we have that shape right there. Now you're going to flip over your sponge, give it a spritz if you need to add a little more paint when it gets dry. Now you're going to squeeze your sponge right here at the end. You're going to get your hands dirty, but that's okay. It's totally worth it for this really adorable look. So you're going to squeeze it so that you already have the triangle shape that you're going for. Take that light colored side, put it closest to the eye, and you're just going to dab right there in the corner and create another triangle underneath it. Just like that. And some people like to pull this all the way over to the corner of the eye and do that. That's good too. I just like to do the little one on the end. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. So just roll that sponge, dab it in the middle, and then roll it back into a triangle. Just like that. You can get really fast at this too the more you do it. Make sure those are kind of even. And the same thing, you're going to squeeze your sponge right there. Set it right in the corner. And just dab that paint right out into a triangle. Alright, make sure those are even. That's looking good. So that's going to be your base. And this is a good time to add glitter. I use Mama Clown's White Fairy Dust. It's cosmetic, so it's totally safe to use around the eyes and on the face. Alright. Now I'm going to use black for my outline color, but you can also use white if you choose. Either one of those looks great. You could also use a dark purple, would look good on this one. So just experiment with some of your outline colors. You can make a lot of different effects using different colors. So now I've fully loaded my liner brush. This is number 4 Majestic in black. And you're going to pull straight down. From the very tippy corner here, you're going to pull down like that and flick the end. So you're making a teardrop shape. And I usually give it one more smaller one just to make it a little bit fancier. Alright, and we're going to do from this corner, you're going to take that very end right there, you're going to draw it out a little bit further, and you're going to come around, wiggle a little bit, and then flick in. And you want your flicks all to point towards this center of this corner of the eye right there. And you're going to do that all the way along here. So I flick in like that towards that corner, give it a wiggle and a flick. And one more, I usually do about 3, wiggle and flick, just like that. So that's creating the shape of your butterfly wing. Now on this side, I'm going to pull one up from here, so do a little teardrop up like that, just kind of outlining it. I usually end a little bit before you get too close to the eye. And then take that end of it, and you're going to draw it around and into a nice curly Q at the end. From there, you're going to pull back up, and we're going to do some more wiggle and flick. So you're going to wiggle that up and flick, once again pointing to that same corner of the eye that you were before. And wiggle and flick, and maybe a couple more little flicks in to give it a nice outline that's not too bold of an outline. You want it to be a little bit fancy. You can also fill this in a little bit to give you a little bit of a point. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to pull straight down like that and down. And we're going to outline it a little bit more. So wiggle and flick, flick, wiggle, flick. There's our 3 right there. And the same thing, so flick in, curly Q around. And go all the way back up with some wiggles, wiggle, flicks. just like that. Very cute. It's looking great. So from here, I like to do the center, and all I do for that is a heart shape right between the eyes there, between the eyebrows for the head, then a little dot and a little flick down. That is your butterfly body. And from here, you're just going to do two. You can do straight lines, that's a little bit easier, or if you're feeling fancy, you can give it a curl. So let's give it a curl right around there. These do not have to connect at the bottom, and they don't have to be the same size. Sometimes it looks a little bit fancier when they are not the same size. Very cute. And finally, you're going to take your Wolf White or Diamond FX White, load it up on your white pointer brush there, and give it a little embellishment. So for this one, I like to do about 1, 2, 3 dots on each side. Just be careful to make sure that they match on both sides so you get some symmetry going on. I'm going to flick in 1, 2, 3 at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. A couple more dots along there. Very nice. So all of that little fanciness makes it a really great design. This one's super cute. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this butterfly tutorial. Again, this one is a classic. I use it all the time. So I can't wait to see yours. If you want to comment, like, subscribe, make sure that you do, and we'll see you next time.